Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our live demonstration of how to enter the darknet. And as you can see, I've already uploaded the Tor browser or downloaded the Tor browser just to save us on some time. So I'll go ahead and double click that. It's going to take just a few seconds here. Uploading the Tor browser. So here we are. So this is the Tor browser. This is the onion router that I had mentioned earlier. And as you can see, it basically says you're now free to browse the internet anonymously. It gives you some tips on how to stay anonymous here, how to browse the user manual. If you want to become a Tor relay node or volunteer your services, make a donation is here. But again, I want to try to get through this quickly because my anxiety level is a little high right now, being the fact that we're going to get into some nasty stuff. So the first thing that we do is we want to go to what we call the Hidden Wiki. This is basically a directory of all of the darknet sites that are hidden, as you can see. So we'll just pop that right up. Again, it takes a little bit of time because, as you know, as we explained, it's bouncing around like a pinball inside of a pinball machine, encrypted. So here we go. So these are the web links that basically I can have access to. These are all hidden in the deep net, or the deep dark net, I should say. There's financial resources, commercial services. If you look, you can see where, let's say we wanted to get some fake IDs, fake citizenship to the U.S. There's hitmen for hire somewhere around here. This is the drug market. So if I wanted to buy some illegal drugs, Silk Road is the firm that or the syndicate that was worth about $1 billion, and a gentleman by the name of Ross Ulbricht was convicted of 4 consecutive life sentences because he was the admin behind all that. As you can see as we go down, there's all kinds of blogs. I'll warn you, if you ever try to get in here, there's a lot of F-bombs being thrown out. It's just really, really nasty. Forums and chans, email and messaging. Here's where you get into some of the political sites. Hacker for hire here, rent a hacker. So if there are companies that try to do bad things to their competitors, and they'll hire hackers to go in and mess them up. We actually have a client that experienced some of that. Getting into Juarez, this is basically all pirated software programs. And then it gets into drug, and then erotic, hard candy, blah, 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 jailbait, and I don't even want to get into all that. So let's just jump right in. We're going to go right into Silk Road. Silk Road is actually a lot of these dark net sites they come up, they go down, they come up, go down, because they're always trying to evade law enforcement. So let's see if we can figure out how to get access to Silk Road. And usually you have to jump through a couple of hoops to get in there. Alright, so guide on how to access Silk Road. This is 3.0, as you can see, because they'll shut this one down after a little bit once they feel that the FBI or Interpol or whoever is getting close to them, and they will basically stand up a different site. So this is basically a step-by-step guide, the tools that you're going to need on how to get into Silk Road. Again, trying to sell you VPNs, become anonymous. This is basically the URL to download the Tor browser. And then here we go. This is going to get us right into Silk Road. So I'm going to go ahead and press this. It's going to take a sec. It's going to, again, these are some of the hoops that you typically have to jump through. It's going to make us do a little bit of CAPTCHA. let's see here. So, okay. Usually it's 2 or 3 times. Just give it a second. Again, it's trying to protect anonymity. And here we go. Wow, 1 time. Sometimes it takes a little while. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the darknet. We are actually live inside of Silk Road 3.1, where you can buy the purest crack cocaine that you want. Actually, they're even giving one away for free. There's all kinds of crazy stuff here. Looks like LSD. That's the weekly featured drug. Adderall. And once we get down here, again, a lot of drugs. Here's where we get into stolen credit cards. There's all kinds of stuff here that you can see that is basically being, this is all basically data that has been stolen and is being sold. So all of these cyber criminals that are out there stealing all of your healthcare data or your legal data, this is where they come to sell it. Not specifically Silk Road. It could be. Oh, here's some counterfeit cash for $10,000 for $350. That's a deal. And by the way, you have to buy all this in Bitcoin so that can't be traced either. So they really kind of have this down. Here's some fresh credit card Amex Discover cards, some physical, original physical documents, US ID cards, PayPal. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll actually sell ways that you can go in and start infiltrating other people's networks and databases and kind of hack into them. So they actually sell you the toolkit for hacking. So we're going to go to one more page before we decide to get out of here, because again, my anxiety level is a little high. Amsterdam, let's see, anything else? Oh, pure heroin. Again, a lot of drugs that we're seeing here. Xanax. ATM hacking system. How about that? So if you want to get into the ATM hacking business, there you go. $15, right? It gives you all the tools that you need to do that. So, again, this is hell on the internet. And this is one of literally thousands of websites that you can access to if you decide that you want to step over into the dark side. So with that, I'm going to get out of here. And just a full disclaimer, this is not a guide on how to access the darknet and do things illegally. It's not illegal to enter the darknet. It is illegal to execute on a purchase in the darknet. So this is exclusively an educational guide to help you understand what happens after your data has been compromised, where it goes, and how it is being distributed amongst the criminal world. So I am going to stop the presentation now.